Alright, so good morning everyone, welcome back to the Mod of Redemption. Today we continue in our hard mode saga, and that's because by the end of today, I imagine we'll probably do Queen Slime, which is going to be fun. I'm very excited. Before then though, we have new weapons to craft, we have accessories to make, and please remember, above all else, I read books. Yeah, that's right. You kind of seem like you needed a reminder. You know, the last episode, you were like, James, where'd you learn English? Well, books, okay? That's the answer. It's all about books, and it always will be. And it always has been the whole time. I love the idea of people clicking on these randomly and being like, what is this guy on about? What's he talking about? Books? Well, let me explain, all right? A book, words binded by leather and paper, and wood pulp. That's a book in my eyes. Anyway, what are we doing to begin with? Well, there is a weapon we need to be making that is apparently quite good, and I want to make it. So it's made from the toxic bile. Let's bang this in here, and it should remind me of the name. It's the Hydra's Maw. This is it. So, 35 magic damage, sprays a stream of defense-reducing acid. So, it's kind of like a similar weapon. The shower. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like the shower. I don't want to say it too early into a video in case YouTube's listening in. Hey, YouTube, everything's fine over here. It's all going well. Actually, do you know what? Put me in the algorithm, please. All right? If you are listening. Okay, so this is made from, or this material here comes from these enemies. Space Paladin Mark 1, Prototype Silver Mark 2, and the Android. Now, I want to assume that these are either in the laboratory or they pop up here, and I wonder if this area is now available to us. So you have this little bit here. I imagine maybe with our pickaxe we might be able to go inside now. Not too sure. So, plating as well. Plating drops from these enemies as well. Is it crafted? Cyber plating. Okay. Cyber fabricator. And this comes from Kingslayer. Interesting, which is quite a bit later, right? Yeah. So this is post-abandoned laboratory. Is it something for later? I don't think it is. Hey, this is the music box from Portal, right? Cool. Or Gary's mod, or Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life or Gary's mod. I should explain, all right? I want to be a fake fan, thinking, hey, this is the radio. Maybe it's not. Anyway, a little bit of a tangent today. Hope we're all doing well. Man, I have had such a great week. So, obviously, I was talking about the fact that I've been playing with the developers. And that has been a lot of fun. Now, of course, I can't talk about it properly because, NDAs and all that. But as always, it's just really nice playing with them. They're a great bunch and it's been a lot of fun. So that has been really nice. And yeah, I guess I can't really say too much more. Other than the fact that one of the cool things about Relogic is they only work a 4-day week. So yeah, on a Friday they don't work. And a Saturday and a Sunday too. So we're not playing tonight. And I'm very sad because I've been like really enjoying it. Okay, so plating, you can quite literally buy from this NPC here. Same with the carbon fiber. This is great. See, the thing is, I wasn't actually going to look at this, like, at all. I was just going to do the laboratory. And then for a second, I was like, oh, maybe he sells them. I'm really glad I checked this out. So they also sell circuits. The hazmat suit grants immunity to the abandoned lab and wasteland water. Greatly extends underwater breathing. Okay. Adam's dead. Or, well, he's not dead, but he is knocked out. Hopefully that's enough to make the weapon. I don't remember. I was not looking at the numbers. I was just thinking about the future and thinking about all the books I'm going to read. That's right. But I am very excited for this weekend, though. Tomorrow, I'm actually heading home to go and build my nephew's new computer, which I don't know, I've got this big sense of pride, right? Because I have been building my nephew's computer with, like, hand-me-down parts since he was a little kid, right? I got him into PC gaming very early. And now he's got his first job. He's only like 17, 18, bless him, right? He has a full-time job alongside college. I'm really proud of him. And with his first big paycheck, he's bought computer parts. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a big computer upgrade for him. And yeah, it'll be with the parts he's bought. And I'm just like, oh, it's growing up so fast. It pains me. Time goes so quick. But yeah, okay, so here's the thing, right? I'm trying to get some of this bile. But here in the wasteland, you can see these little like debuffs or like debuffs in our damage. That's because our weapons are not like powerful against these enemies and whatnot. I have acknowledged this, but I keep making the mistake, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm still like just doing it, it's because I'm committed to the yo-yo. But yeah, we're gonna do Queen Slime with the Chernobyl. I'm very excited. Here's the thing, right? Yesterday's episode, which has done surprisingly well, and I know why. It's because of Fallout. Because of the Fallout TV show, YouTube were pushing the episode on people because of the wasteland in the title. It's great. Anyway, that episode is kind of crazy because I did record that, not yesterday, but the day before, but I forgot to set it live. So, yeah. So I was like, oh, I should probably check the comments. I was like, oh yeah, didn't even make it live. And then it was so late, I was like, well, I should probably just publish this the next day. So that's what's happening with that. Anyway, what's this? Bob the Blob. Why do you have so much health? 75,000. I guess maybe we're not like well equipped for this. And here's the thing, we can't even buy any like pills because Adam's like knocked out. We're gonna have to wait for Adam to come back around. This seems like a pretty rare enemy, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, so apparently this is like what the biome is right now. This is like the extent of it. So so that's pretty interesting. Obviously, I'm sure it's something they'll expand in the future. But I really love the idea of the bomb just going off. It's ace. Because this enemy is so strong, I am curious to see if it's going to have a nice drop. Are you going to have a nice drop? You are. Great. Okay, right, let's get out of there. So what is this then? DAN fires 2 blasts of bullets per use. Continuing to hold left click will spin the weapon while firing, creating a spiral of bullets. Continuing to hold left click while aiming downwards will charge a purple beam that causes eruptions on impact. 66% chance to not consume ammo. 90% chance during the bullet spiral. Oh, okay. DAM. So is this like a... Here's the thing, right? What is this? I got too close to the plutonium. I knew it. All right, my skin, it's melting off. It's falling apart like chicken bones. I don't know. You know when people are like, oh, this meat's so nice, it's falling right off the bone. That's my flesh right now. Okay. Is this an Enter the Gungeon kind of thing? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. So you hold down and fire at the same time. Is that right? What is this? How do you do the other one? Continue to hold left click. Will spin the weapon. Continuing to hold left click while aiming downwards. What? Like, how do they mean downwards? Well, it's kind of good, right? I don't know if I just said this. My mind is already fumbling the back a little bit. Enter the Gungeon. Is it an Enter the Gungeon thing? Because it kind of seems like an Enter the Gungeon thing. Enter the Gungeon is a game I really need to go back to and invest some more hours in. Because it's one of those games that I know I'll really like. And I've played a fair bit of it, but never enough to, like, get hooked to the level of, like... You know, I've played the majority of The Binding of Isaac. Not so much the new DLC, but I've played a good chunk of it. Anyway, one thing I'm excited for tonight, Calamity has a trailer for their new update, and I'm like, if that trailer is hype, I'm going to play some Calamity if the update is out soon, because I'm kind of in the mood for it. Right, so... Oh, wait, I know what we were meant to be doing. We're meant to be making the weapon. Okay, let's make the weapon. Look at me getting distracted. It's one of those days. It is. I was up late playing Terraria, so... Yeah, it has its downsides, but also its upsides, because I love Terraria. Look at that. Look at that. It's just like a blue shower. Very, very nice. Very cool. Right-click to launch an orb. Oh, yeah, this is the orb one. And then if you hit the orb, that is kind of cool, actually. Do you know what? That is better than I Well, it's easier than I thought it would be. So that's a cool little addition. Right, so the next thing we want to do really is get a set of wings, and then we need to farm mimics. So I wasn't meant to leave the jump cut so late, but yeah, we have a wyvern. Once again, movie magic time. I don't always talk, like, as I'm playing. I don't know if that's, like, immediately obvious to everyone, but it's, like, when I record and whatnot, I only talk when I've got, like, something to say. If I'm, like, mooching about, like, in the last episode, for example, I did a lot of jump cuts because I was gathering ore and whatnot. While I'm, like, moving about getting those ores, I just don't say anything. I just stop talking. I should explain, because some people are like, oh, you should release everything, you know, like the full uncut edition. The uncut edition is me, like, not saying anything. So, you know, that's what it's all about. Anyway, wyvern. Yes, I thought we'll come over here. This is just left of the dungeon, and we will farm for some souls of flight so we can get some wings. I'm not too sure what set of wings I'm going for yet. I don't know if the mod maybe adds some special wings. I usually go for, as you lot know, frozen wings. I usually wait for rain and then I make those. Don't know if I'll do that today. We'll see. Okay, how many did we get? Sometimes you can get 20, right? We got 11. 11's not bad. I'll take 11. I just like that it's a gamble. It's like a 50-50 thing. You know it's never going to be more than 2 wyverns. It's either 1 wyvern or 2 wyverns. I guess this would give me a good chance to actually look. Like, for example, like, I didn't look at the... I've already put it away, which is a little bit of a shame. I should have looked at that circuit, really. This is the thing. I go on tangents a lot. You all know this. For example, like, this could make a set of wings. Okay, I'm not going to do this now, because I got to remember, this is still early hard mode, and I am very weak, and I have not got all my things yet. But the Chernobyl, well, listen, I can't figure it out. People still live there, right? Like, this is a thing, isn't it? It's like only a certain part of Chernobyl. I might be wrong. I don't want to go on this tangent and just completely make a fool of myself, all right? You know, with my chicken-sized brain. But it's like people still, like, live around that area, right? That is the thing, isn't it? Like, it's not completely abandoned, even though it probably should be for everyone's health. Or something like that. I don't know. Like I say, the show messed me up, and the show's my only knowledge. That in the opening to, what's it, Modern Warfare, where it's like 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. That's right. And then they made a yo-yo out of it, so, you know. All right, second wyvern time. That's right. Yeah, I quite like farming wyverns. I actually think it's really fun. It reminds me of classic Terraria, especially if you can get, like, a nice little rhythm with these. They're not too bad. I used to think that wyverns were, like, one of the toughest enemies in the game. Like, before I figured out how to kite them, they seemed so intimidating. There are so many, like, moments like that in Terraria that I just have these vivid memories of, like, for example, when I first did the mechanical bosses, I used to come up with, like, the cheesiest methods to beat them. Like, I remember, like, back in 1.1, I would make a big platform in the sky, and that would be my destroyer thing. And I would stay on the platform just above the destroyer so it couldn't hit me. And then I would, like, fire arrows down to completely avoid the fight, because I was like, oh, no. You can't do the fight normally. It's too strong. It is funny how, like, your perception changes as you get older and you play more Terraria. Also, I'm about to hit 4,000 hours played. I'm going to hit that this year, which is kind of cool. Okay, so looking at these wings then, you got the Xenomite Jetpack, which is Xenomite, Adamantite, and Souls of Flight. Okay, so where do you get Xenomite from? You get them from... Oh, you got some from Bob the Blob, which is the one who gave us the gun, right? Sickened Demon, okay. Interesting. Bloated Ghoul. So have we had any of these? Because we've killed a few, or is it like after a certain point they start to drop them? I do not know. Alright, let's find out. Xeno. Okay, nothing is coming up. Interesting. Tell you what, I'm going to look at this on the wiki real quick. This does seem to me like they eventually drop them later though. After defeating at least one mechanical boss, Xenomite will begin to grow naturally in the wasteland. Very cool. Okay, yeah. So, post-mech then. Right. What wings do we make? I want to know, what wings do you lot make? Like, what's your go-to wings? Like, I'm kind of tempted to make angel wings. They seem pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to do angel wings. Okay, right. So, hallowed is down here. And we should already have some souls of light. So we've got 8 of them. Okay, that's our mission, right? And the good thing is while we're doing this, it gives us a little opportunity to, actually, I'm checking these out. Gives us an opportunity to get, like, mimics and whatnot. Okay, so these make stuff for the laboratory. Plutonium bomb falls from the sky. Okay. Energy pack. That's cool. Wow, it does make a fair bit. Uranium ray gun. Hell yeah. And then if I get downed, you have to get me up because I've got the ray gun. Does anybody know that reference? Is that old now? I don't know. My boomer. I only just learned that Riz is short for charisma. so that explains where I'm at. This is cool as well. Yeah, all right. Okay. Down into the Hallowed we go. I'm very excited about this. But yeah, if the Calamity trailer comes out and it's an absolute banger and the update is out soon, yeah, I'm going to play it. I haven't figured out, like, how I want to play it yet. I'm a little nervous to do a Let's Play, if I'm being completely real. Just given the fact that, like, my track record isn't good with Calamity. I've got to figure out if that's a Calamity thing or it's a me thing or it's, like, bad timing all around. Because, for example, with Infernum, we stopped at the Moonlord, but that was Infernum. That wasn't exactly the Calamity mod. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, I really have a bit of an itch to play it. I've said this in the past, but obviously I haven't made it to the very end of the mod in so many years. I feel a sense of like I feel like I'm missing out a little bit on something I really did used to enjoy a lot. Like, I never really fell out of love with Calamity. It's just that, like, I don't know. Maybe I fell out of love with Let's Playing it. But if I don't Let's Play it, what I'll probably do is I'll probably, like, play it in my free time, but I'll record it all. So, like, I've got all the footage, and then, I don't know, maybe I can make something out of that one day. We shall see. But I do think me playing through it on my own might help. And then if I get a real love for it, like, proper love for it again, then we'll do something with it. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll figure it out. I'm kind of going as I'm kind of like navigating this year just randomly and seeing how I feel. But the thing is, I've got a big tendency this year of starting games and not finishing them. Like, not in terms of Let's Plays, obviously, but just in terms of, like, my own thing. Like, I haven't finished God of War yet. I haven't finished Cyberpunk yet. I didn't finish Professor Layton. What else have I started this year? I started playing a little bit of Pokemon for a little while. I have not finished that. Chaos Elemental, please. Was this a mimic? No, I don't think it was. Alright, so we only need one more feather, and then we can make a good set of wings, which I'm very excited about. Harpy, will you be the one to give us the feather? We shall see. Are you dropping a feather? No, you dropped a chicken nugget. Oh, even better. Alright, we go into Queen Slime well-fed and well-buffed up. Absolutely perfect. Although, as an actual chicken, I take great offense to this. How could you? It's, well, listen. It's like the game's listening. Oh, and it's also giving us a wyvern. Thank you. Can I just have one feather? This session of, like, trying to farm wings has turned into me just killing wyverns. That's all it is. It's the obligatory, I don't want you wyvern, okay? Just coming along. I've got to get in the habit of actually using this weapon that we made. It is good, though. Look at it. You can see both effects kicking in. It's quite good. If you paired it with Ichor as well, you could get Ichor, Hydra's Maw, and then just absolutely curb stomp everything. I feel like that might be the way. Although my mana has run out. Okay. We kill this. We go back up. We get the feather. It is good, though, because we now have a lot of Souls of Flight, and we can use those to make that set of wings that the mod has. So, you know, not all is lost. I can't even grab them. I was, like, hoping that my hook would grab them for me. Maybe that's what they should add to Terraria. A little sticky hand. A little sticky hand hook, so as you sling it out, it grabs items from a distance. That would be really cool, all right? I'm going to email it to Red right now. I'm going to get on that. Or one of you can. Don't worry about it. If you want to take my idea, go on. Go right ahead, all right? It would make a wonderful Terraria mod. It probably already is one. I probably already nabbed it from mod, subconsciously. Don't even know. Okay, Harpy. Feather? No? What's this game doing today? So anyway, what are you all doing this weekend? I'm actually curious. What are you up to? Other than helping my nephew build his computer, I am not up to much else. I don't think. I've had to push my. There we go. I've had to push my gym days around this week because I've been so tired. I've been staying up late, so I'm probably going to go to the gym later today, and I'll probably do a third set on Sunday. Okay, angel wings. Get rid of these fledgling wings. Honestly, I'm sick of seeing them. Okay, right. So let us make them regen, iron skin. I'm going to make a mana regen for our little debuff. Do we need anything else? I don't think we do. I think we'll be okay. All right, let's give this a go. If we fail and it's miserable, then we know for tomorrow. Then we know to go into farm and be better. Zoologist, are you starting anything new? Kind of feel like you might be. Not really. Okay. So let's go do this then. So we'll buff up. We're going to use this area over here. We already have our gelatin crystal. This should be good. The only thing I'm worried about is really just the second half. I'm not particularly used to fighting Queen Slime up close. I feel like primarily since it's been added, I've mostly played as like ranged or mage or summoner. Like never really melee. So I'm just not used to like actually being up close. Which is going to be hard, because like I say, in the second phase, I'm not particularly good at dodging the circle globs that fire out. Damage-wise, though, I feel like the Chernobyl is pretty great. So, all in all, we're doing okay. I am running out of things to say, but don't even worry about it, because, listen, finessing my way through long Terraria boss fights is actually a secret skill of mine that I've developed over years. Born in a laboratory and honed in, okay? That's me. Because the thing is, right, when it comes to talking and let's playing and editing and whatnot, once you've started a boss fight, you really have no good excuse to stop talking. You have to kind of see it through. You have to waffle your way on for however many minutes it takes, okay? It's like you committed at that point. You can't be like, well, you know, midway through this fight, I'll just shut up. I'll just stop talking. I guess you could be like, well, for you lot at home, I'll let you enjoy the music. Should you lot enjoy the music right now? I don't know. I'm going to see how long I keep talking for, and then maybe you might enjoy some music. Yeah, this is really bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the second half might be really hard. I'm beginning to think that the first half is the hard part, because I'm kind of getting hit a lot by these minions that it's spawning in. Queen Slime is actually no joke. Like, it's kind of seen as a bit of a meme fight, but it really isn't. Are any of these landing? Not really. Okay, all right, back to the debuff. I need to really just get it to fly. Once it flies, then we'll see. Once it flies, I'm going to be dragging it for a lot more of the world. Tell you what, that was actually a really good time to regen health. Okay, here we go. All right. Now it gets real. Now this is where it gets serious. So what we really need to be doing, realistically, is moving it about enough so that we're not getting attacked by the minions that are popping on by. Okay, let's go that way. That's the thing with Queen Slime. If you start getting a little bit shook up by its orbs, or whatever they're called, the little gel balls, and you don't manage to move away in time, that's when you really start to perish. Because then you start, like, keeping around the minions. And the minions are really the worst part about the fight, in reality. Like, the part that actually deals the most damage. Okay, get our debuff in. Get our yo-yo out. Look at me go. Look at me go. And the best part is I haven't stopped yapping. I've just been yapping this whole time. Look at me. I'm a professional YouTuber. I feel good. I don't know why my voice cracked. Maybe that's part of it. Okay, just a little bit more to go. Oh, we missed the chance to do big damage then. Okay, don't fumble it now. Don't get choking. I actually learned the word choke from you lot. I can remember it vividly. I was like, I feel like I'm like fumbling because I'm under pressure and people are like, yeah, choke, James. That's what it is. They weren't telling me specifically to choke, but, you know, like YouTube comments, you know, it's a mixed bag, right? Okay, right. I don't know what I'm... Yeah, okay. Bam. What do we get? We got the gelatinous pillion. Is that what it's called? I just call it the Queen Slime mount. I just love that we swapped the King Slime mount for the Queen Slime mount. That's amazing. We also got 2 pieces of the crystal armor. That's cool. We got the gelatin. We got the... oh, it does increased damage to demons and can electrify robotic targets. Ah, yes. Bathwater. Perfect against robots. But yeah, there we go. I think I'll wrap that up for today then. So we have next up... we could have done Pirate Invasion, but we've got the free mechs. So maybe I'll do the free mechs in one episode. We'll see how well farming goes. Right, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.